Now we are going to start our yoga. Today it will be the last chakra, which is the crown chakra. The crown chakra is just for consciousness and become aware of things. And when it's in balance, the ego takes over. So a lot of us suffer from that, if not all of us. So the main pose for this chakra in yoga, the main practice is meditation and sitting in zazen. So we're gonna extend zazen for 5 more minutes. So instead of 20, we'll do 25 today because of that. And we're gonna do a few other poses to just start stimulating this part, which is the crown of your head, and bringing the blood flow through it. Now there's one specific pose that may not be as comfortable, and if that's the case, you can just go in Shavasana, which is lying down on your back, or take a hero pose or cross-leg position. So we will begin the practice with our first yin pose, and you are going to use either the blocks and the pillows or whatever it is that you have in terms of props. So go ahead and grab them. Prepare for it. So the first one, the first pose, it will be the butterfly pose, but we are going to lean forward in a way that we can try to bring the blood flow towards the head. So place the sole of the feet together, and the blocks or any other support that you have first can be for your knees, because keeping your knees open, your legs open, can be challenging, especially in the hip area, or not to force your knees too much. So that will be your first use of prop. And then the second one, ideally in here, we're gonna take a deep breath in, and as we lift the chest, we are going to lean forward and try to keep the head down. So if this becomes uncomfortable, you can actually grab the pillow, bring it towards your forehead, and then just keep it there as a support. Or you can even grab the pillow and hug it and just bring your head there. If you're grabbing the pillow in the front, you may want to use a block or something else, or maybe another pillow if you have, to just keep it there. So go ahead and find your comfort, at times within the discomfort, but just make sure you're not feeling any pain, like pinching pain on your knees or your hips or your lower back especially. We're gonna go ahead and hold this pose for a few minutes. Connect to the breath. slowly start sitting up. Take your time and just stay straight for a few seconds. Close your knees nice and gently and extend the legs towards the front. If you need to shake them, go for it. We're gonna put the blocks on the side and the pillow on the side for a moment. Now for the next one, if you happen to practice headstand, crown of the head on the floor, maybe you want to do it for 4 minutes. Otherwise, we're gonna practice what it could be a variation of headstand in which you are feeling that pressure on the crown of the head, but you're not necessarily bringing your whole body up. Again, if at one point the pressure doesn't feel good or the neck feels compromised, it's either you aid it with your hands, and I'm going to show you how, or you simply sit up into hero, cross-legged, and then stimulate the crown chakra with a different pose. Or if you even want to go back to the one we just did, you can also do that. So for the variation of the headstand, we're just going to get onto table pose. When your fingers are spread, and all you're gonna do is start bringing the crown of the head to the floor as you bend your elbows. And then as you do that, once the forehead is on the floor, you start bringing your hips towards the front, helping the crown of the head to get there, the very middle top of your head there. Again, if you feel it's too much pressure, put more pressure on your hands and less on your head and your neck. You can also grab a block or 2 blocks and do it on a block if you feel like it's too low to go on the floor and doesn't feel comfortable. And again, if you need to at one point release this pose, stay on child pose for a few seconds with the forehead down. And then you can come into a sitting position or any other pose. So go ahead and try it and just feel that good pressure on the very top of your head. Be mindful, again, be mindful of your neck. very gently, you're going to simply shift from the crown of the head into the forehead, going onto child pose. Bring your hips closer to your heels, and you can make a pillow with your hand and rest the forehead there. You can bring a block and rest your forehead there, or you can just bring your forehead all the way down to the floor. And let's stay in child pose for just a few seconds. And now we walk back with the hands, but we're gonna do this very, very, very slow. Just walk back with your hands coming into a sitting position very slowly. You're gonna start feeling the blood coming down and maybe a little dizzy. So just take your time there once you get to a sitting position. Allow the blood flow to just go back to normal. We're against gravity for a moment. And now we're gonna do the next pose, which is Shavasana. This is a posture that we take to allow the body to process information or seal the practice when we do the yoga, any type of yoga. So it is a very important pose. So corpse pose or Shavasana, we're just simply lying down on the back with the legs slightly open, maybe like 45 degrees, and the arms along the side of the body. Your palms can be facing up or down. Make sure that you shift your body side to side, making sure that the whole back of your body is in contact with the ground. And this is a pose of surrender, just letting go. Open up. So close your eyes and connect with your breath. Very slowly move your hands and your feet. Bring your knees to your chest. Hug your knees and just rock yourself side to side. Start giving your back a nice massage with the floor. And as you let go of your knees, you're gonna let your body drop to the side onto a fetal position, bringing your knees towards the side. And just stay in fetal position for a few seconds. And taking your time, you start seating up very slowly. Take your time. And from here, we prepare for Zazen. We're gonna do 5 minutes extra. So if you use a cushion to sit on, and you're gonna take any position that is comfortable for you. It can be cross-legged, it can be a lotus, half lotus, or simply hero, where you're sitting on your heels. During Zazen, make sure that you bring the awareness to the crown of the head, from between your eyebrows all the way up to the head, and try to keep that pointed awareness. You're going to pick your mudra. Make sure that you are as comfortable as you can be. If you wish to stay in Zazen for a little longer, go for it. Otherwise, bring the palms together in front of your heart. We remember the intention we set at the beginning of the class. Inhale deep. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. We finished our class saying Namaste.